contestant, Katrina Hobbs. Dogs, kids and husbands. Dogs, kids and husbands, Katrina Hobbs.
My father always said, every couple should train a dog before they have children. Now, Dad, stand up and give me a wave. I'm still trying to work out whether my dad said that because he wanted me to learn to train my new husband, or whether it was a subtle hint that he wanted me to learn how to train grandkids one day. Nevertheless, here I was, a newlywed, about to embark on the journey of training a dog. Rule 1. As my dad turned up on the door with a tiny little gift for me, I knew that that journey was about to begin, because that gift, of course, was a brand new puppy. Back to rule 1. The dog lives outside. We live inside. One afternoon, I was relaxing in my lounge room when my husband walked in. With the dog following him, I instantly knew I needed to seize that training opportunity. Out! I yelled. The dog skedaddled down the front steps. My husband disappeared out the back door. I went outside to see what he was doing. You know what? I found him in the doghouse with the dog. I learned a very important lesson that day. Training a dog is a little bit different to training a husband. Although, I also know they both end up in the doghouse at times. I trained the dog to roll over with ease. The husband? He does not come with an automatic rollover function. Talk about hog the bed. And the more he spreads, the more he chugs away like a freight train every single night. No matter how hard I try to roll him over to stop the chain snoring, he just won't budge. And then he has an excuse. He says he's a heavy sleeper. Well, I know that's the truth too, because he's that darn heavy, I can't roll him over. The next lesson, I taught the dog to sit. The husband, he learnt that lesson really, really quickly. Before long, all he would do is sit in front of the television, flicking channels. Click, click, click. I had my next brilliant training inspiration. I bought the dog a ball and I taught him how to fetch. The only problem is, I think I taught the dog only too well. Before long, the dog was fetching the neighbours defrosting meat. He would come home with strings of sausages, legs of ham. Once, he even brought home the neighbour's cat. You know, you can't really blame the dog for that. I mean, think about it. A cat sunning itself on the windowsill. It really does resemble a piece of defrosting meat. As for the husband, he never learnt how to fetch. Ladies, I see you all. You know exactly what I mean. I feel the pain. Where's the Vegemite? Man, look, again, right in front of his eyes. I call him on his way home from work and I ask him to fetch some milk. He comes home, proudly carrying a basket full of groceries. But then, when I look inside, I find baked beans, chips, chocolate. I ask him where the milk is. He just looks at me with this blank look on his face and says, "There's a glass and a half in every block." Next lesson was grooming. My husband bought clippers and decided to groom the dog's hair himself. I tell you what, he then had a brilliant idea. I could use those clippers to groom his hair as well. I'm holding these clippers, but soon his head resembled a landing strip for an aeroplane. After a little while, we decided it was time to extend our family. The dog needed a companion, a kid to share the yard with. So, we bought a goat. I'm not kidding. And this goat, honestly, it turned out to be one big silly Billy. And not only that, the husband turned out to be a silly Billy as well. One day, he loaded the goat in the back of the ute to take it down the back paddock. Trouble is, the dog jumped in the ute as they were driving off. Hubby, driving down the paddock, absolutely oblivious. The goat, not oblivious. Next thing I know, the goat had butted the dog's butt straight out of that ute. Poor dog. All he could do is tree, hyper-urinated on every tree in sight. 5 kids later, I can say, being a parent's not bad. I've successfully trained the children to roll over, to sit, to fetch. They even butt heads and fight like cats and dogs. I think you're right, Dad. Every couple should train a dog before they have children.